What do you get when you mix Line of Duty's Lindsey Denton with Jason Bourne, fly her to a sun-drenched Greek island, it looks beautiful, and give her a loaded past that she simply just cannot outrun? Well, you get this, The Assassin. And my friends, it is phenomenal. Excellent television. Now, this is Gedgehammer Reviews, and today we are smashing through Amazon Prime's brand new thriller series. Might just be the best original TV show of the year. This is a very special episode. For the first time ever, we're reviewing a TV show. I know, we've done MCU deep dives, we've done the Sandler sequel, even the Blade trilogy, but now we are talking things episodic. And I couldn't have asked for a better one to start with than The Assassin. We have got 6 parts here. We've got one ex-hitwoman, a son who has no idea what he's walking into, and more European drama than Ibiza on a stag do. You've lost your phone, it's mental. Now, I watched this with my wife, and at one point we both turned to each other and said, "What's Lindsey Denton up to? She's on steroids or something." It's dark, it's twisted, and it's occasionally hilarious. We couldn't stop watching. We blitzed it in 2 days. What's this all about then? Well, we've got Julie. Now, she is played brilliantly by Keeley Hawes. She is living a calm Mediterranean retirement on a Greek island. She tends to her garden, she drinks her wine, she reads her books, and maybe kills the occasional wasp if it gets too close. This is standard expat stuff, but Julie isn't just some lonely expat. She's a retired contract killer, and not your run-of-the-mill kind. She's surgical, efficient, and cold. And you believe this woman has ended people without blinking. Says good night, see you later, and walks away, and does something very, very simple afterwards. Then we got Edward, her estranged son, played by Freddie Highmore. He shows up years after they've been apart, wanting to know about his past, wanting to know about his dad, and walking into a whirlwind of trouble. Now, the beauty of The Assassin is that it doesn't waste time. Within the first 15 minutes, we can tell something's off. The tension between mother and son isn't just emotional, it's lethal, and that tension spirals fast. Then we're off to London, Albania, Libya. There are surveillance drones, sniper ambushes, car chases, fights on yachts, explosions in nightclubs, and more passport stamps than any Bond film I've ever seen. But what grounds all of this is the relationship between Julie and Edward. It's not just a plot vehicle, it's the emotional core of this entire show. But let's talk about that cast, because this is where the show shines. It is casted perfectly. We've got Keeley Hawes as Julie, and without doubt, this is one of her best roles. You can see the years of trauma etched into every movement. She's poised but fragile, brutal but emotionally locked in. You buy every second of this performance, from casual grocery shopping to putting bullets through people, and she does not struggle with doing that, let me tell you. She's not a female Jason Bourne, she's something deeper. She's a woman running from her past, but also from motherhood. And that's where the show really finds its snap, where it finds its bite. We have got the good doctor himself, Mr. Freddie Highmore, as Edward. Now, this is a really bold casting. It's very different to what we've seen from him previously, but it totally works. He plays the outsider with awkward charm and emotional honesty, and he's got no idea what his mum is capable of and what he's going to discover, but that arc is what makes this so addictive. What starts off as a son trying to reconnect turns into a really reluctant spy story, and he balances that confusion, frustration and fury with such control, and their chemistry is fantastic. We've got that awkward, angry and emotionally raw energy coming from both of them. We've got Shalom Broom Franklin, Gina Gershon, Jack Davenport, Gerald Kidd and David Dednick. Every single supporting role feels like it matters. We've got Gershon's, her scenes are slippery and dangerous. Jack Davenport brings the perfect posh threat, and even the quick glimpse, they are fleshed out and no one is wasted. There's no wasted moments here. It feels like the writers made sure that there was no filler characters. Everyone either furthers the plot or deepens the theme, no matter how long they're on screen. We are developing that story all the way throughout. And Luca, what a man. What a man. Now, I've seen a lot of thriller series try to go international, but The Assassin absolutely nails it here. The direction is sleek. The show bounces between Mediterranean sunshine and moody back alleys in London without losing its tone. It feels cinematic. It's not TV budget. It feels really like they've gone all out here. The chase scenes are tightly edited, but never disorientating. The dialogue is punchy without ever being overwritten, and the colour grading is superb. The show leans into bold pinks, rich greys, shadows, and gold tones, giving it this cool, international style thriller vibe. The music is also a standout. It doesn't overdo it with epic scores, and it uses silence just as powerfully. But some of the tensest moments happen in complete silence, and you feel the weight. It's subtle but so effective. And the amount of times when the music was on, it felt like Bond music, but the sort of entry scenes, not the big Bond music. But here's where I really want to give the assassin credit. It knows when to stop. It knows when to calm down. 6 episodes, no fluff, no bloat. Every episode moves the story forward, and they all end in a way that makes you go, we could do one more. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. Each episode also plays with tone. One might be mostly emotional, dealing with Edward confronting the truth about his family. The next is full-blown Bourne-style chaos. It keeps things fresh while never losing that original focus. That balance of emotional character drama with brutal set pieces is what makes this really binge-worthy. You're in it for the action, but you stay for the mother and son unravelling and what happens next, what's going to happen next. Let's talk about what the show is really saying, though. This isn't just mum has a secret job material. It's about identity. It's about the parts of ourselves that we bury, about how much we pass on to our children, even without meaning to. Julie, she's not running from the bad guys. She's running from being a mum, from who she became when she chose the kill over the cradle. Edward, he's chasing the father he never knew and never will know, only to realise that the parent he did have, she's full of skeletons as well. It's about inheritance, not of money or estates, but of trauma, secrets, survival, instinct. There's also a sly commentary on power and who gets to wield it, how it changes you, and whether it can ever be used cleanly. Julie's world is not black and white, it's murky, it's complicated, and watching her navigate with her son along for the ride makes it hit so much harder. What are the right decisions? What are the wrong decisions? Well, who am I to judge? Now, of course, there aren't many perfect shows, let's be honest. Some of the villains lean a bit Bond-like, but we're really believing, are these villains there? Who is a villain? Who isn't a villain? A few exposition dumps near the end feel like they were written on a Red Bull binge, and I would have loved just one more episode to really let the ending breathe a little bit and give us a sort of a what happens next, and maybe tease a second series. But these are minor gripes in a show that really knows what it wants to be and finishes it perfectly. We're not left questioning. There aren't any answers. We've got it. But I want more. But let's sum it up. The Assassin is bold, it is tightly written, and it oozes confidence. It's not just another female assassin with a past sort of drama. It's a story about reconnection, redemption, revenge, and it's all wrapped in a glossy European thriller with superb backdrops. Keeley Hawes is outstanding. Freddie Highmore here, a real direction change, but it's great. The action is brutal, the emotions are surprisingly heavy. It's thrilling, emotional, stylish, and most importantly, it's a bit of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously either. That's why I'm giving it a strong 4.5 out of 5. I think that's fair. I really, really do, because it was enjoyable. I laughed, I cried, loved the action. But have you seen it yet? If so, please drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you sat there yelling, "Run, Edward, run," for 6 episodes? Or did you want him to get involved and when he picked up the gun, really get into it? But if this is your first time here, of course, welcome. We've got a lot more movie madness and now TV chaos coming your way. So make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the Gedgehammer family, and just get involved. I don't care if it's positive. I don't care if it's negative. I really want that debate started. However, you are going to get positivity here. I am not going to just hate something for hating its sake, for more clicks, views, or whatever. You are getting what I enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, don't get me wrong, challenges when I watch that, absolute trash, nonsense. However, I like a lot of TV. I'm a big TV fan, and that is what I am here to review. What I enjoy, if you enjoy it, great. But as always, guys, please keep on smashing. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week with some more reviews.